guys, it's Janet from Sugar Shine Designs and welcome. I'm so glad that you've come to spend a little time with me here. I love to spend time with you guys and show you some projects and tips and tricks, and today I'm going to show you five tools for under 10 bucks that are vital for working with die cuts. You may or may not know, but we've had a CottageCutz blog hop over the weekend, and if you go back to my video on that, which is Country Bird Burlap Christmas Card, you can leave me a comment there, subscribe, and then you'll be eligible to win all sorts of prizes, so long as you do that for me and then all the other blog hop people. So don't miss out. If you haven't already, make sure you do that. It's a great opportunity and some great ideas. Alright, let's start with tip number 1. This is my sticky board. I call it the sticky board. I don't know really what it's supposed to be called, but it is a homemade item and it is vital to working with small die cut pieces. And here's why. You know when you're working with die cut pieces and they get lost, especially the little ones, and you just get so frustrated? Well, look, I didn't lose a single piece and I was pretty rough with this thing. That's why this sticky board is so great, because you can put your tiny pieces on it. They're not going to go anywhere until you want them to go somewhere. You can pick things up with your finger, or you can pick things up with a spatula when you're ready for them to go. There will be no residue on your pieces from the stickiness of this sticky board. It won't interfere with your glue or anything else. It's just a way to keep track of your pieces and not lose things. Way helpful. In fact, I don't work anymore with these small die cuts without using this. And I sort of get scared or nervous when I think of not having it, because I lose stuff too much. How this is made is it's just a piece of cardboard with a piece of fun foam. So you see the fun foam. And then I wrap the Glad press and seal around it and secure it with tape. Then I use some snail tape or snail adhesive to put this just piece of paper on the top, and voila, you've got yourself a sticky board. Now the material you use is Glad press and seal. It's very important you have to have the press and seal brand, because that's what makes it or gives it that stickiness. 70 feet of this costs about $2.50, guys. Super cheap. And then the cost of your fun foam and a piece of cardboard, so you're well under $10. And this thing will make your life so much easier. In addition to not losing pieces, you can use it to hold pieces while you're coloring them. Can you imagine trying to color these little balls without having them stay in place? I think it would be impossible. You just can't. You can't do it. This way you can, and it's not a problem. Then you just take them off when you're ready to take them off to use them in your project. It's really convenient and super good. Good stuff. So stick them back down there. So that's tip number 1, Glad press and seal board. Tip number 2, coffee filters. Now everybody's probably seen where you use a coffee filter to hold your excess glitter and embossing powders. I use it for that all the time too. But I also use them one other way when I'm die cutting. Often when we're doing a die cut, we'll cut it multiple times to get maybe 3 or 4 different colors in that project. So when I'll cut my first color, then I'll pull off the pieces that I think I need in that color, and I'll put them on my sticky board. And then I put all the other pieces in this coffee filter, even though I know it's ridiculous to have like green snow. I don't even think about it, I just put it all in here. And I'll do that with all the colors. Then I'll proceed to make my die cut by putting it together. Now, inevitably, I will either find a piece that I thought was supposed to be green and it actually is red, and so I don't have it on my sticky board. I go back in here and find that red piece, and I can easily find it and pull it out. Or I thought that a certain piece was supposed to be white and I didn't need it, or I just got messed up somehow and I ended up throwing that piece away. Well, using this methodology, anything I don't use goes in the coffee filter and you can always find it again later. Once it gets into the trash, you are lost. You are never going to find these pieces again, especially, you know, I mean, gosh, these little pieces, forget it. But this thing will contain them for you, and when you're ready and you're done, you can throw it all away, and then you know that you've not lost any pieces and you're good to go. So that's tip number 2. Use your coffee filters, and they are cheap also. $1 at the dollar store, or you can find them even cheaper. Quality is not important in this case. You just want a decent size. All right, now I'm going to talk about more physical, normal crafting tools, if you will. Tweezers. Get yourself 2 of these. Don't just get one. If you don't have any, get yourself 2. If you've got one, get another one. And why? Because it seems like these things are always running away from me. And talking to other crafters, they say the same thing. I don't know why it's so hard to keep these straight, but usually I can only find one at a time. I'm so lucky I have 2 with me today. It's just luck, I think, that I could find both of them. So use these. I use these a lot with working with little tiny die cut pieces, and you know, holding them while I put glue and then placing them where I need them to be. But very key tool to the little things. Buy 2. Don't just have one. They're about $5 a piece. They're well worth it. You can get them at Joann's or Michael's or something. Use a coupon and get 2 for under 10. All right. Tip number 4 is a needle nose glue applicator. This is the one that I find works best for me. It's a standard tip, 18 gauge, 8mm size needle. I'll show you what I mean in a second about that. And it's a fine line applicator. You get 2 of these in a container, 2 bottles like this. It's called a needle nose because it does have a needle nose applicator here, and this is vital for applying little bits of glue, little dots of glue, or narrow lines of glue. You can control very precisely how much glue and where you put it with these, which is vital. And then it has a little needle stopper, so you put that in when you're not using it, and therefore it won't clog up between uses. Really, really important. So a pack of 2 from Amazon costs $12, so $6 a bottle. Very, very worthwhile. Here's the one I've been using. It looks like it's been well loved, and it has been. I use it all the time. So in any case, get yourself one of these. You will thank me for that too, I think. All right, the last tip is a metal die cutting shim. These don't normally come with your machine for most machines when you buy them. This one is sized to fit either a Cuttlebug or a Big Shot machine. You can get them in various sizes and thicknesses. Cuttlebug and Big Shot sell their own, but you can also get them as a generic brand. This one is one I got from a craft fair or a convention years ago. It was a no-name brand. I found one that you can pick up through Walmart, and it is called a Ultimate Crafts Adapter for Cuttlebug and Big Shot. It is $9.97. So if you want to get the brand name, you can. You're going to have to pay between about $12 and $15 depending on the brand for the very same thing. Up to you. You can do that. I'll provide you a link to the one that I found at Walmart if you want to try that. But the reason it's so useful is, first of all, it makes your sandwich thicker. Obviously, the thicker the sandwich, the more pressure you're going to have, the more cut pressure you will get. That's important, and for years that's what I thought the metal shim was about, was just getting the sandwich thicker, and I used it everywhere in the sandwich. I didn't have any distinction really of where to put it. But I learned a few years ago that it's really meant for, and the most help, if you put your piece of paper between the metal shim and your die cut, because that pressure of metal to metal is going to create a better and more precise cut. The metal doesn't give, and you know, just the metal to metal, you can imagine that that's going to be a much better cut than, say, metal to plastic. So if you didn't know that, and maybe you have one of these, give that a try for your next detailed die cut, because it makes a big difference. And so you might not have to run a die cut through more than twice for something that's very detailed. Once might even do it if you do use your metal shim. So that is my fifth and final tip. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm going to be back on Sunday with the winner of the CottageCutz and also my Sugarshine Designs channel's winners for the blog hop we just had. If you haven't checked that out yet, please check my video for the Country Bird Christmas shaker card. That was my project for the hop, and inside of those video descriptions, or the video description for that video, you'll find all the other places to hop. You can hop, comment, and subscribe to all of the artists who participated in that. You'll have till midnight on Saturday, this Saturday the 4th of November, to qualify for all the wonderful drawings. I'm going to be giving away a 24-pack of Spectrum markers of your choice. And then also at CottageCutz channel, we're giving away $20 credit to the store, and CottageCutz is giving away a fantastic prize as the grand prize for the hop as well. And then each of the other artists are going to have prizes for their channels. I'm going to be seeing you on Sunday in Seattle because I'm going there for business, but I will be able to announce the winners on Sunday for you. Glad you joined me. I'll see you soon, and until then, keep crafting, guys. Bye.